Let's remake Stay by the Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber in 1 hour. I'll show you how to make those up-tempo drums, how to make that thick lead synth, we'll find the key chords, BPM, and of course at the end sing it live. So let's see how my falsetto handles those vocals. And if you want more detail, you can download the project for free down below. Timer, 3, 2, 1, go! Let's find the chords and the BPM. Chords: G flat major, A flat major, B flat minor, F minor. And the Roman numerals: 4, 5, 6, 3. BPM, let's click along to the track. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. BPM, 170. That's really up-tempo, getting on the verge of hyper pop. And the key is D flat major. Key chords and BPM after 4 minutes and 22 seconds. I'm feeling good about this one today. My new studio isn't quite finished, so no studio tour quite just yet. We'll get there. New software instrument, retro synth. Oh, retro synth on default isn't far off. Let's try and refine it. Wave surfing bass. Bring down the brightness, shorter attack. Add some short and long reverb. Cut off some of the high ends. You can hear a delay on this as well. It goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and tape delay. 8 now. Turn up the feedback a little bit. And let's add a bit of soothe just to dampen some of the harshness that's coming out from that synth. That line is so nice because there's a bit of latency. Quantize a bit, and to make sure they're nice and staccato, short and detached, let's fix note length, and then we'll fix velocity just to make sure everything stays steady. Don't want any fluctuations in volume here. Super! That's lead synth after 18 minutes and 20 seconds. Finding the right sound took a bit of time. We better keep going. Splice, drums, kicks. Ooh, that sounds like a really nice kick. A real kick. The kick is on the 1 and the 3, snares on the 2 and the 4. So it goes kick, snare, kick, snare. Kicks after 20 minutes and 25 seconds. Splice, drum, snares. Let's find some real sounding snares. Let's throw this guy in. Snare on the 2 and the 4. Duplicate that across. On the 4th bar, it goes 1, 2, kick, kick, snare, snare. Let's keep the kicks and the snares in it. 3 and 4 and. Ooh, cool. Let's add more layers to that. More snares. Nice. If we get our marquee tool, 2-finger click, drag across, command, or we've lots of snares. One more snare, that's a big thud. Cinematic pop always does a trick. Get these snares hitting at slightly different times, which is called a flam. Change the kick sound. The count kick, it's a little bit better. Command or those drums across, and that's a snare after 25 minutes, 20 seconds. Using the Logic drummer, and we'll just leave the hi-hat on, and we'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Nice and soft. We are getting there. Logic drummer, such a trick. I used to not use it because I thought it was cheating, but then I realized you have to use everything at your disposal. It's a great way of bringing real sounding drums into your production. Mix them in with other samples and it just really brings it together. Hi-hats after 26 minutes, 40 seconds. Don't forget to save your projects. Kid Laroi and JB. Save, gorgeous. Let's delete that one kick there. Nice. Let's use Moto Bass. We've got some great sounds here. I'll turn off the OTT and sausage fattener for the minute. Got some Saturn, which is just clean there. So just adding a tiny bit of warmth. So it's pretty straightforward. Follows the chords. Oh, I love that sound, so good. G flat, A flat, semitones, B flat, F, F. Same again. Nice. Let's fix velocity. Keep those bass frequencies tidy. Select and operate. And in the 4th bar, the bass slides up between the octaves from F, F. Really cool. I love the chromatic movement here. A flat, A, B flat. Chromatic movement always sounds amazing. Bass after 33 minutes, 33 seconds. What are the chances of that happening? Amazing. Bass sounded great. I'm happy with that. We'll give it the color red for danger. Danger. This is good. That bass line, so simple, but really adds to the rhythmic and melodic movement of the chords. Close the drums there, and now we're on to texture. Here's one I made earlier. So in retro synth again, love retro synth. One of my favorite synths that's free with Logic. We're using Chill Out Pad, which you can find in Synth Pads, Chill Out Pad. And we'll put a bit of sidechain in that. Always need a bit of texture. Fills in those missing frequencies. Brings everything together. Coffee break. Ah, delicious. Let's follow the chords. Oh, it's just adding so much texture. So it's exactly what it says in the tin. And you can even have texture at a really low volume. It gets rid of the awkward silence, if you will, which sometimes we want. It's all about having silence and then taking it away or then putting it in. As Mozart once said, music is not in the notes, but the silence in between, or something like that. Time, 37 minutes, 43 seconds. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but we're doing quite well. Let's see if we can keep it up. Duplicate everything across, Command or, software instrument, great. Retro synth, stereo. Up 1 octave. It needs more reverb. Here's some I made earlier. Short and long reverb. Let's add some OTT on a bus just to give it a tiny bit of crackle, bit of crunch. It just helps us stand out just a tiny little bit. Really just gives a little push. Tells it to be front of stage. Second half of the chorus. Select and operate. And then just to make the notes last longer, let's extend that release. One last touch, stereo spread to give it an extra little stereo factor. Oh, and I made a mistake. The last notes are actually on the downbeat. So da, da, da. Quick change there. Perfect. Cheeky bit of soothe on it. 49 minutes, 28 seconds. That took a bit longer than I hoped. Now we're under pressure. Impacts and risers. White noise first. Here's our white noise. We make it using retro synth. Once again, today is a retro synth classic. Retro synth is so good. All oscillator 1 and shape 1 here is down at the left. And that's our white noise. White noise on its own can add its own texture, but for today, using auto filter, and we're going to use the cutoff point to open and give us a riser. And then it goes back down. So we press A to open automation. We've got some automation ready to go here. Let's keep some white noise going through the track as well, building. And that way, when we have our sidechain, we can really give an extra pumping feel to the track, along with the texture synth. Let's turn that up a little bit. Super. White noise, so useful. We're going to control B, don't mute the source, call it reverse, crash, okay, rev crash, region, more, reverse, reverse. And I've got ourselves a reverse. So useful for build-ups, just like that white noise. And this build-up ends on the downbeat. And you can fade it in a little bit if you want as well. Duplicate that. The crash initially sounded like this. You reverse it. It might be a bit much. Probably a mistake to have bounced it with the other effects on it already. But let's just add a kickstart again. So more sidechain with our half tempo that we wanted. Cool. That's really, really sweet. Bring it a bit closer here and drag it off just as it drops. And make the fade really short. Now we're really feeling that half time. 1 and 2 and we also have an impact that sounds like this. Nice, love that. We can reverse that as well and add it to the crash. Impacts and rises after 55 minutes, 12 seconds. Vocals, no time to lose. We're going to sing the lead vocal live, so let's sing some doubles. We'll start down the octave. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I changed even when I knew I never could. And because it's the same, we can duplicate it. Same vocal twice. Need you to stay there. 58 minutes, 1 second. Another double. We need more doubles. But I told you I changed even when I knew I never could. Some cheeky pitch correction on that. C sharp, major scale. Same as D flat, but they call it C sharp, it doesn't matter. Response down to 0, good to go. Some reverb, compression, which we can worry about in the mixing stage. And a tiny bit of Saturn, which is basically just a saturator. Gorgeous. 59 minutes, 20 seconds. Let's just sing a high vocal double and then we'll sing the lead vocal live. Quickly now. Oh, it's very high. I am no Justin Bieber. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I changed even when I knew I never could. Oh, it's so high. Sorry for your ears. It was so wrong. Pitch corrector won't find it. Flex pitch, grab the vocals, quantize to C sharp or D flat major, bring down a tiny bit of the vibrato. I told you I changed even when I knew I never could. Let's move that high vocal to left and right and double it to the second half. Fade in, save, and that's time. Boom. I do love this song. There's something about the 170 BPM that is so good. I love it. Shout out to my patrons over on Patreon, which currently is Alex Bersh. Thank you, Alex Bersh. You can check out Patreon down below. All right, let's give it a sing song. Hard to be rude not to. Here we go. I'll be messed up if you can't be right here. I'll do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I changed even when I knew I never could. I know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I changed even when I knew I never could. I know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. Woo, that is high. I should have taken it down a pitch or two. Check out more Justin Bieber remakes right here.